Good morning, Conscious Creation with Cassandra. Today I meditated a little bit before I committed myself to get out of bed. And one of the realizations I had in my meditation is be aware, beware of the stories we tell ourselves about things, also known as be aware of the meaning that you're giving things or occurrences. So let's say something happens, right? It's just a circumstance, a happenstance of life, which happen all the time, right? And we attach a meaning to it that, like, oh, I'm not good enough to deserve this, or I'm not allowed to have this for whatever reason. Whatever commentary we put around whatever circumstance it was, it's interesting to take a look at that, pause, and recognize the conversation that's going on regarding that happenstance and determine whether or not it's even true. Often, when we jump to a conclusion, when we create meaning of something, it's from an emotional standpoint and not from a actual non-bias of our circumstances or realities. So we emotionally add labels or meaning to occurrences. And if we take a moment to stop and take the emotion aspect out and take a look at the happenstance objectively, then we could see that it's not necessarily anything to do with us, that it just happened and has nothing to do with our worth, what we mean to somebody, what somebody means to us. That's not part of the equation. So once we remove that part of the equation, we could then look at it subjectively and be like, okay, what actually happened here? More interestingly, what happened in my past that is having me react this way to whatever is going on? And so taking a look and observing our reaction, taking a look at what meaning we assign to the happenstance, as well as taking a moment to hear the story we tell ourselves and feel out whether it's even true for us, or is it just something that we tell ourselves to make us feel a certain way because we're addicted to feeling that way, that thing, that emotion. We're like, we conditioned ourselves to feel this emotion, and when something happens, we jump back into that emotion of, oh, I'm not, good enough or worthy of this, and that's kind of where we land emotionally, but the reality of the situation may not even be so.